Right, what we're going to look at today is how to upload a file to Reflect and then how to share it with other students. So the first thing to do is to go to the IFL website. And then up in this area of the website, you either put your IFL membership number or your email address, and then the password in there. And then down the left here, we click on Reflect to open up the Reflect page. Right, so this is the main page you'll see for Reflect. What we're going to do, we're going to create a new activity, and with that activity we're going to add a document on it. There are many other things you can create. You've got these all here, and then if you click on more, there's other things on there as well. Okay, so we'll just click on activity and we'll give this a title. And a description as well. Now you'll see here a section on tagging, when we can tag our object, our activity, with certain words here. When you first use Reflect, there will only be 3 tags there. What I'm going to do, I'm not going to tag this straight away, but I will tag it with certed, but I'll then show you how to add other tags at the end of it. The way to think about tagging, if you imagine you've been using Reflect for some time and you've got hundreds of documents or activities, etc. up here, you can use these tags to then search through them and find the document that you want. So for example, if you tagged certain things with learning and teaching, you could then go back and just do a search on only the objects tagged with learning and teaching, and it'll come up with just them. Okay, now we've done this first page. What I'm going to do is either click on the right arrow here, or I can click on here because it's page 2, we're currently on page 1. So I'll just use the arrow. And in this section what we would do is the reasons for undertaking the activity. We type something in there. Once we're happy with that, we would then click on knowledge skills gained and type something in there for what our knowledge and skills gained from it was, and then what the impact of the activity was. We would then type that into there. We've got a start date and a finish date of the activity, or whether it was just an ongoing activity. And then the third page is reflection. Now what you can do as well, if you record your time spent on the activity here, you can then use that as your 30 hours required by IFL. And on page 4 it's saying, right, we've now completed the form, we've created the activity, what do we want to do? We can either view it, we can send it, we'll look at that in a second, add a review to it, or we can add an edit link. Now this is where we would attach the document that we want to upload. So we click on there, and what we then are looking to do is down here where it says browse for external file to upload. So if we click on that, you'll get this coming up, browse for and upload an external file up to 10 meg in size, which is about the same as a Hotmail email. So you can put a decent sized thing up. So if we now browse for the file, let's have a look in my documents. We'll just use this Word document here, and I'll just put test into the title and description, and then we upload, and there we go. So that's this document now attached and uploaded to this asset. What we can now do is, when we discussed tagging earlier on, if I click on this tagging, it's already tagged with certed. And let's say I want to maybe do a sub-tag of Margot's class, for example. What I could then do is search for certed and then search for Margot's class after that in amongst the ones that are certed. And it's just a way of filtering down when you've got a lot of different documents going on. Okay, so I need to select so you can see there that is now a sub-tag of certed. If I created a whole new tag on the very front page when you first saw the bit about the tags, it would appear in here as well. Okay, so that's tagged. If we now go into here to send to, this is how we would send it to somebody else in your group. So we want to, you could also send it to your CPD record, and it's a way that once you then submit the CPD record to IFL, then this activity would be included in that submission. You can put it into a blog, Word, print it, gateways, and also into the web, but we were going to do it to a person. Okay. So you got Margot there as a contact. You can set up groups as well, and you click on here to add more contacts. We're just going to say Margot is going to be the person receiving this. So once you select the person, you then click on here to add them to your share list. Now if you go into page 2 here, this will set the permissions on this asset that you're sharing. So at the minute I've sent this to Margot, but all she's going to be able to do is view it. If I tick this, she'll be able to grade it and supply feedback on it. She'll be able to comment on it, we tick in that, make a copy. She'll be able to collaborate on the actual document, so changing parts of the document. And then cascade means that if Margot's got contacts that maybe aren't contacts of mine that she wants to then pass it on to, this will give her permission to do that. And you can set a date for how long this document's shared for, or whether it's an ongoing document. And we just now tick share and close, and she'll now receive that document. And that's how to create an activity and attach a file and share it off with people in your group.